And what better times were there than when the rollout for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate started to hit the scene. I was never a big Melee kid. I had friends who had GameCubes, and I remember playing Melee during sleepovers all through the night, trying to unlock all the hidden characters, which is something that I wish games brought back. I wish we could unlock characters again. Instead, they're all just DLC.
Yeah.
But
God damn it.
I remember fighting Master Hand, and I remember doing the target race, and I remember staying up even after my friend fell asleep. Shout out Mikey. To play his copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. And then Brawl came out, and Josh had a Wii, so I remember the day that he got it, the game, I asked to come over and play it. And that was fun. And then you had the DS and the Wii U version that came out when we were in college, and that was fine. I didn't have a Wii U, so I played it on the DS, and it was, whatever. But then the first trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. And when I tell you, I have not felt the weight that a single phrase could carry. I've not experienced that until I saw Everyone Is Here for the first time in that trailer.
Yeah.
And they proceeded to show every single character, numbered, by the way, every single character that has ever shown up in a Super Smash Bros. Game, all in, like, new models for the Switch in their new costumes. Like for Breath of the Wild, they released Link in his Breath of the Wild attire, and Zelda was in her I think
it's the Link Between Worlds one.
Link Between Worlds, yeah. And everyone was updated, and they showed off all of the stages from the past games, and they were like, this is the ultimate Super Smash Brothers experience. Yeah, it's enough to make you emotional, especially like if you're not even just someone who plays Super Smash Brothers, but someone who enjoys video games, because that's what this game is just, in this series, it represents a celebration of video games and taking iconic characters from games and putting them in what if matches, almost like, and the game itself kind of toys with this idea. It feels like when you have a bunch of toys as a kid and you just smash them together, even though they're not from the same franchises, you're like, oh yeah, Spider-Man is going to fight fucking Danny Phantom because these are the toys that I have. In so many trailers for this game and games in the past, the characters have been represented by toys, because that's what it feels like. Is you're picking a stage from like a Zelda game, you're throwing in Pikachu and Samus and Donkey Kong and fucking, I'm trying to think of a really random
Ice
character.
Climbers.
Yeah, Ice Climbers. And you're just having them fight, and it's fun, and you get items. If you've never played Smash Brothers, it feels more like a party game than a fighting game. And you can play it like a fighting game, obviously, and they give you options to do that, but it's more fun when like you have items turned on and you have final smashes, like these big final, attacks and assist trophies, where they bring in characters from so many other games and franchises to do like assisting moves to help you. Damn it, were you a big Smash Brothers kid, like, at all?
No, but like you said, when this game was coming out, I was like, yeah, why not? I'll try it out. And it was fun. Like, the story mode was like you're going around the board and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you had to do challenges. And I had fun with that, except the impossible ones.
Right.
But yeah, it's just kind of one of the games where if you have a Switch, you just kind of have to have it.
Yeah, and I want to talk, because obviously, it's a game that I feel like, as often as Cards Against Humanity gets brought up, I feel like for a time, if you were with a group of friends and one of them had a Switch, like, you'd play Smash Brothers. It's just one of those games that you break out that everyone can kind of get into, because again, it kind of takes the One Piece approach, where like, yeah, it has fights in it, but it's more about the adventure, and the same way that this game is like, yeah, you could call it a fighting game, but it's more about like just playing as the characters that you like and playing the game however you want to and molding the experience to your friend group or your singular gaming preferences. And so Yeah, I played the shit out of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate with my friends. I would come back home from college, or I guess this came out after we graduated college.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
And you graduated college.
Yeah, after I graduated college. Yeah, and I remember going to a GameStop out of my way because I had seen on Facebook that they were doing like an early release of the game, like the day it came out, which was also the night of the Game Awards, I think. Because I remember them showing the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 trailer at that Game Awards, and they were playing it on the TVs at the GameStop, and it was just me and a bunch of other like Nintendo nerds sitting in this GameStop, and I was alone. But we were watching the Game Awards, and we were waiting for this GameStop to start handing out copies of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that's also the Game Awards that they announced Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is crazy. That was a wild year for game trailers. Yeah, and then I went home and I played the shit out of this. And then they started announcing all of the Fighters Pass characters. And the very first one was a Joker from Persona 5, which was shown at the following Game Awards the next year. And everyone thought it was just a Persona trailer. No one thought it was a... Dude, Super Smash Brothers has the best trailers, like the most hyped trailers. If it's a character that you like the Smash trailer does them so much justice, and because it's supposed to hype that character up. It's like, oh my god, this character is in Smash. Like, you know, Sakurai, the Masahiro Sakurai, the game director for Smash Brothers. He would do his little direct, and he would talk about why he wanted to include this character, because he's ultimately the driving voice of these games. So when you see a character that you really like get into this kind of game, it's so validating to be like, yeah, I mean, you know, Kingdom Hearts is cool, and I love it with all my Kingdom Hearts. But like to see Sora in the final trailer for the Fighters Pass 2 for Smash Brothers, I don't know, man. It's just magical moments. Like when Banjo-Kazooie got announced for Smash, that was huge. When King K. Rool got his trailer, I know he wasn't a Fighters Pass guy, but when Ridley got, when Ridley's got the trailer that everyone thought wouldn't happen because Ridley's too big for Smash. I don't know, just a lot of fan service. And this is fan service, the game. Basically. Yeah.
Especially if you like anime characters with swords.
Especially if you're a Fire Emblem player. Yeah, or a fighting game. Because they got Ryu, they got Ken from Street Fighter, they got Kazuya from Tekken, they got Terry Bogard from King of Fighters. Let's see. Or is he Fatal Fury?
Fatal Fury, I think, sounds more right.
Yeah, because Mai is from King of Fighters, and she's coming to Street Fighter 6 along with Terry. Anyway,
and Little Mac,
and Little Mac from Punch Out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope that they end up making another Smash game eventually, but if this is the last one that we get,
Mega Ultimate,
I feel like even this is too much. I feel like even getting this is too good for us.
Like, where do you even go from here?
Yeah.
You're going to not have everyone now?
Right. Yeah.
Everyone's going to have all of them.
Yeah, dude, the bar is set. Yeah, so really quick, I'm using my phone for the camera. I was going to just go down the list of all of the DLC fighters and rank whether or not we would...
I think you covered most of them. I mean, who else did you not talk about?
Well, okay. There's Byleth, and I'm only thinking of the Nintendo-specific characters. There's Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles. You got...
Oh, there's this Minecraft dude.
Oh, Minecraft Steve. You got the hero from Dragon Quest, and they had 4 different variants from 4 different games. Sephiroth. Holy shit, when Sephiroth had his trailer and he cut... the big old sphere that was like giving everyone trouble, he cut it in half, and Cloud, of course, because he was already in the game, he looks up and he's like, fuck this fucking guy. Yeah, obviously Sora was a big one for me. I watch that trailer whenever I need to cry. It's just like, it makes me so emotional. Were there any Pokemon? I know they added Incineroar to this game. That was kind of cool.
There was not for DLC.
Not for DLC. There was Joker. Was the very first one.
And then not even like all the like the main characters. They also like put like the costumes in, like that Undertale dude.
Yeah,
where
and
people lost their shit over.
They put Vault Boy in the game.
Yeah,
as a costume for like the Mii fighters.
Yeah, like that's cool. That's also very cool.
Yeah, so it's like Doom guy I think is in this game too. Just as like, I think his Doom armor,
like the gunner.
Yeah,
one, probably.
Yeah, and so again, it's a celebration of games, which is kind of what this whole series and this podcast is partially about. But I wanted to include Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on my list because not only did I play it so often and for so long and was so invested in the development of this game, and when it came out, it made me feel like a kid again when I would go to Super Smash Bros. Brawl's website just to see if they announced a new character, and because we didn't get trailers back then, it was just they announced it on the website. Yeah, it reminded me of how fun it is to enjoy video games, and how if we didn't have video games, I feel like, I don't know, I'd probably be way more productive, but
yeah, well,
I play video games most of the day.
Probably just waste your time doing something else.
Yeah,
like fucking bird watching.
Jeez. So I'm glad I'm wasting my life away getting to experience works of art like this, and that kind of feel like, yeah, I don't want to say celebration anymore because I feel like I've really run that word into the ground. But you know, what better way is there to celebrate?
And not to mention all the like the shitty clones like Multiverses.
Oh yeah, the platform fighter clones.
What was the other one?
Nickelodeon All Stars.
Yeah,
Brawl.
like all the ones that like they're all just bad.
Yeah, it's because everyone wants to be Smash Brothers, and it's just, you know, but you can't. So actually, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, play some Super Smash Brothers with your friends. Have some bonding experiences with them. Make them never want to pick up a controller again because you just spam down B as Kirby the whole match.
God, I love playing as Kirby.
Kirby is so fun. It's like a shit post character.